Good evening. Michael Sean McDonald here, and I want to thank you for joining me tonight on this Sunday evening. We've been doing our local weekly hangouts on Sunday nights, so I want to thank you for coming. It's great to see you guys. We're going to get started right away because it is Sunday night. What we're going to be talking about tonight is we're going to have a very basic introduction. You've started a business online. You've read the policy and procedures on Facebook because, you're right into that because everybody does that. But no, on a serious note, you tried marketing, on your personal profile. Some of your friends were like, you know what, dude, stop that, please. I like to know you're in a business, great, but I don't need to see 24-hour commercials. Exactly, because you know what, they can go to the Home Shopping Network if they want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to set up a business page, and even then you're not going to blast everybody with what you're doing, okay? You are going to educate people, build a rapport, show that you're an authority in what you're doing. So if you're like doing plumbing and you want to help people out, you know what? There's a lot of little things that people need to know. Just those, you're going out there and you're doing a lot of jobs and you're finding, you see people doing a lot of their do-it-yourself stuff because there is a lot out there. Well, you know what? You can make a little how-to pages or how-to sections. Like every Monday, George's Plumbing does how to solder or how to hook up a toilet or how to hook up pipes. Something that the beginner person would really know or need to know that. Maybe they don't call you, but in the long run, if they do it wrong, you do get called. But if you're educating people and you're providing them value, even if it's a simple task that you think, oh, man, why am I telling people this? Well, guess what? They're going to see you constantly. They're going, you know what? I got to phone George because he really knows his stuff. I'm going to get him here. He's going to help me out, and then off he goes. I don't mind giving him that, giving him business because he's been giving me such value for the last year. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to get your fan page going so that you can start working on it tonight. So number one task is everyone out there who's on this webinar. Tonight you're going to be given an assignment. The assignment's going to be to create a fan page. The best part is that this webinar is being recorded so that you can later on go back to it. I'll email out the link, you can go to it, and you can stop and start as you go. This way you are learning and you're making it the best page possible. Alright, so here we go. We're going to get going here. I'm going to start sharing my screen. The first thing we're going to do is we will go over to Facebook. So hopefully you guys can all see, because once I click share screen, I don't know what's going on. Alright, so there we go. We're going to be going into cyberspace. Start screen share. There we go. All right, perfect. So what I did was I started out over here. So we're going to go to my home. We're going to go to our drop down right over here, create page. In here, you're going to see you have different businesses, right? You got local place, company, organization, brand or product, public figure, entertainment, cause, community. So depending on what your business is, that's what you want to hook up with your company. So first thing, you may not have read it or not like that, but Facebook, according to their policy, their registration and account security, you cannot use your Facebook personal profile strictly for business. So this is why, another reason why we're going to start our own Facebook page. So let's create a brand. Now, we always want to think about you, right? So if you own your plumbing company, people want to think of you as the plumbing person, right? So we're going to go into here. Choose a category. So in here, like, what do you want? You have all these different choices. Think on what you're going to be educating people on. So plumber, let's see, got commercial equipment, appliances, app page, building materials, electronics, we got in here? Well, a product and a service, right? You're the product and you got a service, so we'll just go there. We're probably gonna, so here we go. So we're just gonna use a get started here. Oh, page name. What's our name? Silly. All right. I usually like to shrink my screen a little bit so I have the full screen. I can read everything. So we're just going to call it Mike the Plumber. All right. So we're going to say get started. Mike the Plumber. So in here, the next spot you want to do is you're going to come in here, tell people about it, and we're going to do like how-to tips on a weekly basis, how-to tips, services provided, and then what else you want to go in there? Tell people like I've been plumbing for 15 years, on my own, you know, plumbing, 15 years experience. You've been plumbing, you know, all that stuff. You want to make sure that they come in there. You know, if you're a father, mother, you know, say that. You know, I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm a devoted husband. I'm a dedicated father. Why do you want to say that? Because that's showing that if you're dedicated to your wife, you're devoted to your kids or your spouse, well, you probably do that in the real world too, and these people are going to get a connection with you. Okay, in here you would enter your Facebook page. So this one here, you want to make sure you do it right. So we'll call it Facebook. You know what? We're just going to go Mike the Plumber, right? Because this way, when they're searching for you, is it a product or yes, it is. All right. Will Mike. Yep. All right. So we're going to save. Well, it's asking it for it, but we don't really have a website, so I'm not going to put one in, so I might just skip it. You had that, that'd be perfect. Okay, so in here is your profile picture. Now, some people will put their logo, and I bet you right now you're thinking, well, why not? I'm Mike the Plumber. I want people to know who I am. Well, if we're really trying to build a rapport with people, I want you to think right now, and as I say it, I want you to say yes, or I want you to say yes. So if we're trying to build rapport with people, are we going to walk around with a little sign over our face with our logo? That's right. No, we're not. We are going to introduce ourselves as a person, right? So you'll input in here your, you know, it could be a professional one. It could be you even beside one of your vans. That way your logo's in there and there's you. Now, it's really showing you're a legit business, right? People are going to start connecting to you. People are like, okay, this guy's a plumber. He's got I see what he looks like. Okay, let's see what he has on his page. So here we go. We're going to go in here. We're going to now, you want to add your page to your favorites just so that it's on the left-hand side. It's easy to find, okay? So that way, when you're looking for it, you don't have to search all over the place for it. You can pop it up, and away you go. So click Add to Favorites. We're going to skip that. Now Facebook's going to say, would you like to promote your page? Create an ad. Ads are good because of the fact that you're going to increase your fan base fairly quickly. Now, creating it right off the bat, I would say no. The reason why is because you're just starting out. You don't know how to target your fans. So starting out promoting your page to get people to like it, maybe a waste of money for now. Later on, and in fact, I'll send everyone out a link for a 2-hour Facebook ad training from the best of the best. And you will learn how to create an ad, how to target it to directly to the certain people, and how to get the most out of it. That's what you want to do. So we're not going to do that tonight. We're just strictly working on setting up your fan page. So we will skip that. All right. So now you just set up your fan page, okay? All right, so now it just explains different things in here. This is where your profile picture would have been. This is would have been a like. This is your ad cover right here, your cover sheet, your cover professional cover photo. And then to grow your fans right off the bat, you'll have a bunch of friends, and you'll just like boom, 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 invite them, okay, to your page. Now this is a new looking one. So in here, this is what your ad would have looked like. Isn't that perfect? Yes. So what we want to do now is figure out how else we're going to do this, okay? So I'm not even too sure why we have activities going on here. Oh, it's because I liked it. Okay, so I liked my own page. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so we've just done our first fan page. If we need to do it again, we can. That's not a big deal. Let's manage pages here. Mike the Plumber. Have to be able to do. Anyways, so yeah, so you just create it, and then if you manage all your pages, it's right there. So that is how you set up a Facebook fan page. If you want to learn more again, just go to the beginning and start it over again and walk through it step by step by step. It is fairly easy, but we want to make sure that we are doing it correctly. I do have another thing. I'm going to give you a little pointer here. I'm just going to go over some of the dimensions that you're going to need, okay? Because to make sure your pictures are the right sizes. Okay, so just to make sure you get the best, your pictures look professional, you want to go over exactly what they are. So what we're going to do is here, I want you to pick up a pen and paper because this one's going to be really important. Your page profile pictures will be square, and what you need to do is you have to have a size of 160 by 160 pixels on your page. So your profile, again, we'll just go back to Mike the Plumber. This here is your profile picture. It needs to be 160 by 160. That's important. So that, because if it's too big, they're going to shrink it on its own, or they're going to say, you know, it doesn't work, okay? And you're going to have to fix it up. Now, a good app that's free that I really enjoy is PicMonkey.com. That one there, you can upload your picture, you can go into size, you then go into at the bottom there, and in resize would be key proportions. You would just simply uncheck that and then put in 160 by 160, because if you don't, it's going to automatically adjust it. We don't really want that. So the other thing is our Facebook cover. The Facebook cover photo needs to be 185 across and 315 this width. Okay, so length is 851 and the width is 351. All right. So that's that. Those are two important ones: the photo and the cover photo. So again, Your photo right here is 160 by 160, and your cover photo is 851 pixels by 315. The best way to do all this is by going and making your adjustments on PicMonkey.com. So that's what we have there for now. There's really no other questions. I can go in and see what else, if anyone has any questions, but that's a quick and easy way to do it. And what I'm going to do is also below the email here, below the webinar, I'm going to email out to you guys. So let's go back to, come back here, people. We're gonna come back. There we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email out everybody I think it's about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hour Facebook webinar for your ads. This is top notch. I've done Facebook ads before where they've flopped. They've been a bust. I'm like, oh, you know what? I want millions of people to see it. And I'm like, this is awesome. And you know what? You want to have a targeted base, or people are going to be coming to your page and you're going to be posting stuff up about plumbing, and they're going to be like, why is this guy posting on plumbing? I don't really need any information. So you want to make sure you go and you target your audience. That's what I want you to do, and that's what I'm going to give you. The hour and a half, 2 hours of free training just to come on here from like a lady who makes I think high six figures just off Facebook. So yeah, so you'll really enjoy that. It's good. Again, grab a pen and paper and you will take notes like crazy, and you'll get so much value from it. It's hard to explain. I watch that training every single week. When I'm getting prepared to run an ad, I will go through step by step the exact process that she uses, and I'll, within like my last ad I ran, I had 2 sales right off the bat. I only ran it for a couple of days. I just wanted to do a quick hit on something, so I got a couple of sales out of it. I had over 30 or 40 leads just from that. So you want to make sure you follow steps, but exact. I targeted a very narrow group of people, and they were well engaged, and that's what you want. You want your engagement high. That way people see your stuff, and you get your name out there. So again, it's your brand, it's your business, so let's work together and get you noticed on Facebook. I want to thank you very much for coming out tonight. Nice and short. Have yourself a great evening, and look for the email. And if you're watching this as a rebroadcast, or you've just been scrolling around YouTube, below this, below down here, there will be a link to the webinar training that I just sent out to all the people who are on this webinar. So make sure you go there too and get your free training. Why not? Free is great. All right, so have yourself a good night, and see you guys next Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye.